Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Now, let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today here in Europe. I'm Caroline Hepgen. I'm joined by Bloomberg's breaking news editor, Chloe Millay. Good morning, Chloe.
Good morning.
Ryanair's revenues soaring. Why?
Yeah, so Ryanair had a very good report this morning. Net income more than doubled in the fiscal first quarter. That's off the back of really strong air travel demand, a recovery in fares as well, and the easing of delays related to Boeing aircraft deliveries. It also said that it sees very strong summer demand, which is obviously a very crucial season for the company. That led the stock higher this morning and also pushed up the shares of other budget airlines. So Wizz Air, that is also reporting later this week, and EasyJet as well. In terms of some caveats that it added on in its kind of very strong report, it did say that fare increases in the second quarter will be a little bit lower than the first. And with regards to tariffs, it said that any tariff costs would be on Boeing to bear. So it's kind of shielding itself there. So we'll see how that kind of holds up when Wizz Air reports on Thursday, and whether that summer travel demand really carries through for all of those airlines.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, their share price has done well over the course of this year and increasing today. Also, year to date, up 21% for Ryanair's share price. So, yes, good news for investors as we think about Ryanair. But one thing not really going anywhere, Stellantis' cars, far few of them actually getting to the US, and Stellantis' share price taking a big hit today.
Yes, big hit indeed this morning. So it reported preliminary earnings. So it was unscheduled, and it said that it recorded a net loss of 2.3 billion euros, and that was compared to an expectation of a profit. So a real big surprise there from Stellantis. It cited restructuring expenses, sales that were also going down, waning sales, and the impact, of course, of US tariffs. Stellantis is really exposed to tariffs and to the trade war because it's got a lot of different manufacturing facilities across different regions. The issues, as you've mentioned, are the worst in North America. So the shipments fell 25% in the second quarter. The new CEO, Antonio Filosa, is trying to kind of to stem this sales and earnings slump. And it's really trying to kind of restructure the company and shift investments from electric to hybrid as well. That was hurting the stock this morning. It also dragged down a little bit of the rest of the car sector, like Volkswagen and BMW, but not as much as expected. So it might be that, from investors' perspective, it's really more of a company-specific story rather than a sector-wide story. So we'll have to see how the other car makers fare a little bit later in the season.
Yeah, it was a dramatic decline, wasn't it, in terms of car shipments for Stellantis. We'll get more details from their full results, as you say. Now, this French real estate company, Covivio, has also raised its earning outlook. How's the market reacting to that?
Yeah, so quite well. The shares are up by a fair bit this morning. It said that it had seen really strong growth in the German residential market, good performance in the hotels sector, and also a stabilizing environment in the office market in Europe, which is quite interesting given the amount of weakness that we've seen there, given the move towards more hybrid work. The shares rose quite a bit of the back of that, as I said, and Bloomberg Intelligence said that the value gains in the portfolio going forward are really likely to be driven by German residential, where there's really strong growth because there's increased rents and a supply shortage. So that should be really positive for Covivio, and they might mark a kind of an indicator of some of those real estate investment trusts kind of turning a corner across some of those key markets.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.